Imagine ordering your dream supercar. You pay a huge deposit, you wait for years, you tell everyone you're buying one of the most advanced cars ever created. Then one day, the company calls. Your V12 is gone. The all-wheel drive is gone. The car you fell in love with no longer exists. Some customers were so angry, they actually took Jaguar to court. So here's the question. How did the Jaguar XJ220 go from one of the most controversial supercars ever built to one of the greatest automotive legends of the 1990s? The story begins in the late 1980s. At Jaguar, a small group of engineers started working on something extraordinary, not because management asked them to, not because it was part of the company's business plan. They simply wanted to build the ultimate Jaguar. Many of them worked on the project after hours. Their goal wasn't to create another luxury car. They wanted to build a machine that could stand beside Ferrari, Porsche, and Lamborghini. When the concept was finally revealed at the 1988 British Motor Show, people couldn't believe what they were seeing. A dramatic aluminum body, a naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V12, four-wheel drive, a target top speed of 220 miles per hour. Even its name, XJ220, came from that ambitious goal. The response was overwhelming. Jaguar hadn't even planned to build it, but demand became impossible to ignore. Customers rushed to place deposits. Some paid tens of thousands of pounds before a production car even existed. It looked like Jaguar had created the next great supercar. But then reality arrived. Building the concept exactly as shown proved far more difficult than anyone expected. The massive V12 created packaging and emissions challenges. The all-wheel drive system added weight, complexity, and cost. Engineers faced a choice: stay faithful to the concept or build a better car. They chose the second option. The production XJ220 received a 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged V6 developed with Tom Walkinshaw Racing. To many people, that sounded like a downgrade. How could 6 cylinders ever replace 12? But here's what most people never realize. The new engine actually produced around 542 horsepower, more than the original naturally aspirated V12 concept. It was lighter, more compact, and allowed the car to be shorter and more balanced. Jaguar also abandoned all-wheel drive. Again, customers were furious. They believed Jaguar had broken its promises. Some refused delivery. Others demanded their deposits back. Several buyers even filed lawsuits, arguing that the production car differed too much from what had originally been presented. From the outside, it looked like a disaster. But something remarkable happened once journalists actually drove it. The very changes people hated made the car extraordinary. The lighter V6 transformed its handling. The reduced weight made it more agile than expected. The twin turbos delivered breathtaking acceleration. 0 to 60 miles per hour took less than 4 seconds. Top speed reached approximately 213 miles per hour. For a brief period, the Jaguar XJ220 became the fastest production car in the world. Think about that. The car everyone criticized had just broken the ultimate performance record. Unfortunately, it still wasn't enough. The early 1990s recession hit the luxury market hard. Supercar sales collapsed around the world. Cars that once had waiting lists suddenly struggled to find buyers. The XJ220 entered the market at exactly the wrong moment. Production ended after only a few hundred examples. Many people called it a failure, but history has a strange way of changing its mind. Today, collectors don't remember the lawsuits. They don't remember the disappointment. They remember the engineering, the beauty of its design, the incredible stability at over 200 miles per hour, and the courage it took for Jaguar to ignore public opinion and build the better car instead of the expected one. Perhaps that's the real lesson of the XJ220. Sometimes the hardest decisions create the greatest machines, not because everyone agrees with them, but because history eventually reveals why they were made. The Jaguar XJ220 broke almost every promise it made, yet somehow it became exactly what Jaguar had hoped for from the very beginning, a legend.